We're live. We're live now, guys. Everyone, thanks for stopping by today. We got special guests in the house. We got Richard at the Drop Flips, and we got Lisa, Blinks, Bubbles, and Needful Things.
Lissa, I knew you can say Lissa because you can say Lisette. So
guys, I'm sorry. Bubbles, Blinks, and Needful Things. That's important, guys. See, I corrected myself. Guys, today's live is sponsored by Super Mario Brothers. that's why I'm wearing this hat, Super Mario Odyssey. And also it's brought to you by American Online 9.0 with 1,099 hours for free, guys. Brand new. So that was sent to me by AOL. So that's why I'm sponsoring. And hopefully my internet doesn't go out, guys, because
yours and mine both.
Guys, if my internet goes out, I will be that sponsor. I will not sponsor them anymore. That's it. AOL will go down in hell.
Hey, Roman, can I tell you something?
I think it already.
No, Richard,
I think they're already dead.
Hey,
guys,
John and Meg are here. And
hey, John, how you doing?
Guys, let's say hello to. Yeah, we got Matt, Bearded Pocket Tuber. We got Nicole Lopresto from our beautiful Discord group. We got Cincinnati Picker John. We got PTS Treasures, who doesn't like me too much. We got Junk Trader Anissa, who doesn't like me too much. We got Lilac Seller Max that probably likes me a little bit. But guys, I'll be wearing this ridiculous hat today from Super Mario because he told me to wear it for this live because he's paying me. I will get some money, guys, hopefully, from Super Mario Brothers.
You'll
later
get some mushrooms.
Guys, Richard at the Drop Flips. I'll put his links. Nobody knows who are my special guests because I usually don't like putting in thumbnails with people's photographs. I told Lisa about it today, actually. She was asking me why I don't do it. I just, for some reason, Richard, I'm sorry, man. You don't mind, right? If I didn't put
No, I don't mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys, sorry. So Richard, here's Richard's links, guys. I'll put them in a chat so you can subscribe if you haven't subscribed to his great channel. Here's
go watch, subscribe, and hit the bell notification.
Guys, hit every button that you see.
Press the button with your thumb, darlings.
Here's Richard's Instagram, guys, if you're interested. Richard, if you have Facebook, you can put it also in. I think I gave you a hammer last time. You told me not to, but I gave you a hammer and a screwdriver.
Yeah, by the way, take that hammer back.
Yeah, guys,
I don't want a wrench.
Yeah, Richard said he doesn't need no tools. So we're gonna
Richard's already a tool.
Guys, we're gonna take away everything today from everyone. So everyone will unsubscribe again. So
Gino. Hi, Gino.
We got Gino in the house. Urethra Franklin, guys. Urethra, welcome. Guys, welcome to my ridiculous lives that kind of nobody understands what's happening usually, but at least hopefully today you will.
Including the co-host.
We got Urethra, we got Angela, perfectly blessed in the house. Guys, during the live, I'll be putting in everyone's channel as usual. And I will let Richard talk today because Richard said that he will talk more than me. So, Richard, introduce yourself to the audience so they know who you are.
All right. My name's Richard. Obviously, I go by the name Otnif Drop Flips, which is actually Ford Pinto backwards. And a lot of people say, well, how did you come up with that name? Well, when I was in the military, we used to play D&D a lot. And I actually trying to figure out a name for a fighter character. So I basically did my first car, which was a Ford Pinto, and I spelled it backwards. So that's how I came up with the name Otnif Drop. We'll be posting the video tonight right after the live. So, come check it out.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't checked out Richard's videos, he got really cool stuff going on in his inventory room when he does order pulls videos. And he actually has really good setup. It's not even compared to mine. Richard, I have to give you props, man. If you see my setup ever, you're going to lose consciousness, man.
Well, if you deal with OCD like I do, then Yeah, if it ain't right, you basically will sit there and do it until you think it's right.
See, that's when I watch Richard's order pull videos, I kind of wonder how come I never set up my inventory like that. But with my mentality, guys, I like it when everything is all over the place. It's just the way that's how I survive. If it's
Like it?
something, I love it, guys. I love it. I love it when I put something all over the place. And the only thing that I do is I know in SKU, guys, very important field during your listing, as you know, to put where your stuff is at. So I put my like inventory at least which bin, so I know, because otherwise I will forget. So Richard, so tell us, man, how did you start your YouTube journey, man? How did you decide way back
Well,
in the
you know,
day?
I have one person to blame for me getting started in this eBay journey. And I used to basically, because I do like the Christmas light show and everything like that. So I was big into that. And then all of a sudden this video popped up and it had to be a guy going to garage sales. And I don't know, it looked intriguing. So I watched it and I was all like, no way. People are going to garage sales and selling it online? I said, no way. So I watched and watched and I binge watched consistently. And the one that I was actually that got me into it, and I actually told him this, it was John Cincinnati Picker. I was all like, no way. I said, people can't make money buying stuff at garage sales and making money. But yeah,
Yeah, guys.
so that's how I actually got started into doing eBay. As far as YouTube, I got talked into it. Probably I'd suggest to anybody, don't start a YouTube channel, because doing YouTube and eBay, it's taken away from you being able to list and sell and everything like that. If you don't have to sit there and edit a video, you could be listing a heck of a lot more.
See, guys, I can tell you, Richard's advice is very helpful, actually, and I will agree, because if you want to do, in my opinion, he's right, actually, because if you want to do, like, I have been telling that for a long time already. I have like kind of will to actually do YouTube videos all the time, but I just don't have time to actually sit down and properly do videos. Or I have like idea on what to do, but my ideas all over my head. I cannot concentrate, and then I lose interest. And it happens to me all the time, guys. Even when because you know, guys, Richard, you probably understand most likely. There are so many YouTube channels right now with a lot of stuff that has been done before, that it's kind of if someone else comes along, you know, every time there is someone new comes along, as you know, every week almost. It's
Well,
like
yeah.
everyone is kind of doing similar stuff, which is actually normal for this kind of YouTube environment in terms of category of reselling, eBay platforms, all this kind of stuff. But it is like you have to actually like it more than reselling, in my opinion, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think probably starting a YouTube channel as far as doing reselling like eBay and things like that is probably one of the worst markets to get into on YouTube. If I would have known this years back, I probably would have started a cooking channel.
Man, cooking channels are actually get more subscribers, Richard. Actually, I can tell you that they get much more. I know for sure, because I have some friends, actually Russian friends, not all of them, of course, who tried doing cooking channel, but they tried and they actually gain much more views really fast. And
Well, think about it. Everybody's looking for recipes. Nobody uses a cookbook anymore. So I'm like, well, hell, I just pull it up on YouTube and watch it.
And why do they sell so well?
Well, some of them still do because people want them. But as far as I go, and that's a funny story in itself. When I got divorced, the only thing I knew how to cook, I could grill and I could make killer omelets. That was the only thing I could cook. Well, I had custody of my youngest son at the time, and my mom came out and helped me out and get through the divorce and everything. And she's all, the box food is not going to cut it anymore. I said, what do you mean? He likes it. She goes, yeah, but it's not healthy. You need to learn to cook. So I was like, well, I'll go to YouTube, and I watch cooking video after cooking video after cooking video. I still do today. So, yeah.
But that's nice, man. That if you actually love I love to cook too, but I cook mostly like Russian related food, some other food also, Italian. I like Italian food. I like seafood more. I think seafood, for me, seafood is like number one. If I would eat like seafood nonstop, that would be like something that I would always eat. If I had like, but seafood is not cheap, especially nowadays. And
Oh, yeah, no.
especially in Ohio, guys. Lisa knows that our seafood is like probably the worst, right, Lisa? Yeah, I mean, most likely.
They have sales and coupons. You know, we're cheap. We're cheap.
Guys, you can buy some cheap shrimp from
Hey,
from
I'm a
street
cheap
dealers.
shrimp.
Guys, you can buy some cheap shrimp from street dealers. Let me say hello to Andy Someta. Flipping ain't easy, guys. Flipping is never easy. John and Jenna from Flipping ain't easy is one of my favorite lives, besides mine. Say hello to Vintage Ivan, Vintage Vani. Let me say hello to who didn't say hello to Lisa. I think I said hello to everyone else. Hopefully, usually Richard, I'm way behind, but with you, I knew I won't be way behind. John is saying I was mesmerized by Roman's accent in person. Never noticed them. See, that's the thing. John actually kind of understood what I was saying to him during the reseller rally. And it was nice to know. Some people didn't, guys. I know that for sure. They were just kind of nodding. Lisa never understood what I was talking about. Richard kind of did a couple times. But Richard, how did you enjoy reseller rally, man? Let us know.
Oh, it was great. I mean, I went to the first one, and well, I wouldn't say the first one. I guess the second one, the first one in Cincinnati. And I had actually bought my ticket before I even started reselling. I was watching the videos, and then they talked about the reseller rally, and I was like, what a better way to get out there and know the people, see what they're doing and everything like that. So that's what I did. But then it got obviously postponed for a year. So by then I was already starting to resell. But yeah, that's but this year, this was really great. Want more people get to, I like this format rather than having like classes or watching people speak and everything like that. It gets you close to the community and people that might watch your channel or see what they're doing, how they sell stuff, what their niche is, and you can learn quite a bit.
I know. See, that's why Andy Someta is very smart comments again. These are your eyes on not on drugs. Those are your eyes on drugs. Exactly. That's what I usually do, Andy. I usually wear this hat everywhere so people will recognize that I'm on drugs all the time.
I don't know if I can look at that hat for 2 hours.
You know, guys, I found this hat at the Goodwill this week, and I decided for now to keep it because it's kind of funny. And I decided let me wear it during the live today. It would be kind of.
I got a hat for you, Roman, right there.
Yeah, guys, at the drop flips, Ford Pinto, guys. Richard, you actually don't drive Ford Pinto, man. I actually noticed that you didn't drive Ford Pinto this year. Where is Ford Pinto at?
Well, they're hard to find nowadays.
Guys, so Richard is not Ford Pinto anymore. That's it. He has a different car now.
Well, you know what? Since I have the name, I should go out and find a Pinto and fix it up and go picking in the Pinto.
Yeah, guys. So, but Richard, your YouTube name, why did you decide to name it this way? It's kind of, I don't think, I would remember it. It's hard to actually, hard to spell it, I think, in my opinion. But
it is. But when I first started and I was going to start a channel, I wanted something kind of catchy that basically people would be like, what? And then, once they figured out what it said, then that'd give them a little chuckle. I remember watching Lonnie on Shed Flips, and he was doing it. Then I had made a comment and he was reading it. And then all of a sudden he starts laughing. He goes, I just got it. He saw the name backwards and realized.
I remember when that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the reason, like I said, the reason I came up with it is I wanted something unique and different. But the problem with that is it's a little bit hard to spell Ford Pinto backwards.
Yeah, guys. So if you see Richard next time, just tell him that his channel name is Ford Pinto. He will tell you that's not the right channel. It's Atney Drop Flips. So
I
guys,
still have trouble saying it. I you know, Richard, I talk to you all the time, and I still go it nop nip nip. I sound like going backwards with a 45 at a party, man.
Yeah, but with my, can you imagine with my accent saying that all the time? Atney Drop. Actually, I did a good job of that. Atney Drop Flip. So see, with my accent, even I can say it. If I can say it, guys, then anyone can say it. Believe me, especially with my accent. Guys, let me say hello to one of the best YouTube channel names in history, Fartsec Jack, Mike. Let me say hello to those are really cool guys. Go Snow and Cat. Guys, welcome. Everyone who's stopped by today, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. We got 2 special guests. I'm not that special, but we got special people in the house, Richard and Lisa. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Hopefully, I'm special, all right.
Hopefully, it's an interesting.
We just leave that there.
Yeah, guys, Go Snow actually are at some kind of horror fest this week, apparently. So you guys, Lisa, you remember Go Snow? They were at the rally.
They were very visible people.
Richard probably also remembers them. I think they actually, Richard, you're in their video. If you watch their video on YouTube, I put their channel. I put everyone's channels in, guys, just in case that you have not been subscribed. Please subscribe and help out everyone with their YouTube journeys. It's very important. You cannot subscribe from me, but please follow everyone else. It's more important for me, guys, because I'm trying, sometimes it's important, guys. I don't know if it's important for everyone, but most likely it is. It's hard to develop in this YouTube world, especially nowadays with so many channels. But there are so many great channels that I haven't seen yet myself. So many different videos that I haven't seen because there is no time, right, Richard? It's hard to watch like every channel.
Yeah, it's hard. I used to watch a lot of them, and I find myself, it's hard. I mean, I have my favorites and stuff like that, and I'll watch them. But it's hard to try to watch everybody. And so, to ask somebody to, follow you and, I do it if I ever make a dime on it, I'll be surprised. But I like the video aspect and video editing and stuff. So that's why I still do it, even though it takes time away from eBay. But I'm a part-time seller. I got a full-time job. And so I do this part-time. And now my time from eBay is split between eBay and YouTube.
Yes, right. But which one do you like better? I know the answer.
The problem is I like picking better. The problem is listing.
Don't we all know it?
Yeah, that's the problem, guys. No, actually not for me. For Richard, because he's part-time. Because you source, then you actually have to find time to list, ship, you're organized. So it's actually, I've seen your videos. You actually have everything in a place. And it's not that it doesn't take you, it's not time consuming for you to actually pull orders.
You know what? There's a lot of things you can hide on camera.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Richard, whenever he looks for some kind of breakables, guys, like plate, he always stops the camera and just reaches up top and pulls.
I don't know. I don't know if you watched when I had to move my eBay office downstairs because it used to be upstairs. I had to move it downstairs, but I was changing out the light and I was putting up a fluorescent light. Well, the lights weren't bright enough, and so I went up there to try to finagle with it, and the light kind of like actually fell down. And then I had breakables right next to it, and it broke a couple of them, and I was all like, "Oh, that's not good."
Man, Richard, you need to remove the breakables from those bins, man. I've seen it already a couple times when you were reaching for breakables. I was
Richard
worrying.
around breakables, man. People just don't know. You let the Energizer Bunny like drunk in a room with breakables. That's how he is. Don't let him kid you in those videos. He edits all of that out.
Richard,
No,
you
no, I've
yeah.
actually left a few in, and I left that one in when I broke them. Breakables I keep on my back shelf. I don't put in my bins. Breakables are on the shelf. So if you watch the videos, you'll see.
Yeah, I seen it. I know. Just joking
And
around,
then-
Richard. You know, on my channel, there is nothing that's true. Nobody knows.
And then I've got them like
Exactly.
tucked into corners, the ones that doesn't have a very high sell-through rate. I tuck those into a corner. And like on this last video that I'm getting ready to post, you actually see me. I have to pull down a bin in order to get to it.
That video that just got finished editing 2 minutes before the show started.
Yes, that one. That's why I
Richard,
didn't get posted
guys,
before.
Guys, Richard will be coming out with a blockbuster video tomorrow. It's gonna be high end, so make sure not to miss it, guys. Please subscribe and don't miss his videos. You will learn how to properly store your stuff. At least if I will ever do it, don't ever watch this kind of crap. You're not gonna learn much. Urethra Franklin said Romans got an accent that can mesmerize a gal, straight to the maternity ward. If she's not urethra, I don't like to do that. You know, that comes with a lot of consequences. Those maternity wards, those types of environments, I kind of trying to stay away. I'm kind of getting old now. I used to be like maybe in my late 30s, but now I'm kind of, you know, in pain all the time. I told Lisa that I was in pain all day today after calling FedEx.
Well, that was a different kind of pain, which there you go. You can plug your 3-part video series of nightmares.
Yeah, I will plug it in. I will plug it in. Richard is our very special guest today.
I think I'm the grandpa on this channel right now.
Guys, Richard is 22 years old.
Yeah, I wish. I have 3 kids and 9 grandkids.
Man, that's great. Congratulations, man. That's really nice.
Yeah.
9 grandchildren. That's
Christmas,
nice, man.
Christmas is
nice.
fun. I love going out shopping for the grandkids. So,
Man,
yeah,
that's very important.
9 grandkids. It's fun.
Buy resell. Buy from other sellers and support our community. Seriously.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let me
And there's
say,
always
guys,
eBay gift cards. Or, you know, Bubble Boy tape, since, you know, you just got gifted that.
yeah, but he got Bubble Boy
Right there.
Gerald.
You need tape? My go-to tape, American Bubble Boy.
Guys,
And there's the plug, everybody.
There is a plug,
Like,
20% off. Like Kevin says, 20% off, guys. Maybe more. Richard, you got any kind of percentage off, like 20, 40, 50? We need to know, man, so people can buy using your link.
Well, if you want to know, basically, I run sales constantly. I run 2-day sales. So from Monday to Wednesday, I run an 11% off sale. And then from Wednesday to Friday, I run a 13% off sale. Then on Friday to Monday morning, I run a 15% off sale.
Richard, why 13%? Is there anything to that, or are you just like the number? I mean, is
I tried switching it up, and that just seemed to work. Everybody's different. You know, whether you run sales, you don't run sales. I get the stuff cheap enough where I'm at, so I can run sales and, you know, not have to expect the big dollar items. So when I list something, I list it. I looked and see where the average price is. I list it just a little bit higher, knowing it'll get caught in a sale, and it'll put it down where it needs to be or slightly below.
Richard has his own stuff going on, guys. I think if Richard will start explaining what's happening, I think you guys need to follow that, because I usually only run like I may run 10% off, sometimes 15, sometimes 20, depending on how long the item was in the store. But with and also coupon. Sometimes I'll do coupon, sometimes I won't do coupon. Sometimes I got best offers turned on recently, but I didn't have best offers on a lot of stuff before. Do you do best offers, Richard? Do you do best offers on
No,
everything?
I did that when I first started, and then into a year into it, it got so overwhelming. I mean, because when you first start, you got to build up your feedback. You got to build that feedback up. So I was accepting just about anything to make a sale and bring up my feedback. But it just so overwhelming when you have a regular job and your phone's constantly going off because people are giving you lowball offers. I was all like, that's it. I went through my store and I turned off every best offer. I was all like, no. And it's actually, people will still send you offers. They'll basically message the buyer or the seller, and they'll send you a message. Hey, would you take this for it? And if it's decent enough, a lot of times I'll go ahead and send them an offer for that amount. But I don't have to sit there and get bombarded on my phone with offers, and especially lowball offers.
Yeah, lowballers go into blacklist, guys. You have to block. Use the block feature on eBay. eBay helps you guys. It's
Oh, my
educational.
blacklist is like
Just
this
block
after
everyone, guys.
25
Even the
years.
people who don't buy anything, just block them. Richard just puts everyone on blacklist.
No, you know what? I mean, obviously, we've all had some bad buyers, but I've never blocked anybody in the 3 years I've been selling.
Some.
I probably should have, but you know, the stuff I sell is not it's not a niche type, stuff that I sell. It's so I'm getting, different buyers come in all the time and buy stuff. Every once in a while, I'll see like a, repeat buyer come in, but most of the time, because I sell one-off stuff all the time, it's not like I'm getting the same buyer all the time.
You're everything seller like me. You sell basically most of the stuff that I sell also, because I see what you sell in the videos. So you're you like to buy, but mostly, what is your favorite stuff to look for, man? Let us know. Maybe we'll look for the same thing. Maybe everyone will.
I mean, honestly, the favorite. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just pointing out that Roman's boyfriend showed up. Apparently, he didn't hook up with anybody wearing his prom dress out in Vegas.
Yeah, Archie, sorry, man. Guys, Archie is very sorry. He didn't hook up with me anymore. We kind of decided to separate with Archie Biscuit Butt. We decided that it was tough for us. It was a long distance relationship. So we filed for divorce. Guys, let me... John Flipping in easy says, hit the like button, everyone, to get a return request in the next 20. John, actually, why 24 hours, man? It's gonna probably in the next minute. 24 hours is a long stretch, man. Let me say hello to Lilac Seller Meg. It was nice to meet Meg at the rally. Richard, you remember Meg? Lilac Seller, we hanged out with her in the bar.
Yeah.
She is, guys, I just actually put Meg's channel in a chat. Subscribe to Meg, guys. She's a very nice person.
Hey,
don't subscribe to Archie Biscuit Butt, please, because he's already too famous. He went to the reseller rally. He went to Las Vegas, spent time with big time YouTubers. So he's got cloud chasing stuff done finally. So now he's famous and he won't care about anyone else anymore. That's it. Sorry about that, Archie. That's difficult life, man. I know. We need to chase money, man. I know that. So Richard,
chase the dopamine, man. Chase the dopamine.
What's that?
Tell us about your Nirvana t-shirt, man. Is it like vintage or is it like not vintage?
No, it's not vintage. It's a reproduction. I bought it. I paid 50 cents at the thrift store for it, and I was all like, gotta have that.
Nice. Nirvana, guys. Old school type of stuff. One of the best bands in history, in my opinion. I kind of felt bad that Kurt Cobain, did what he did. But what can you do? I mean, that happens, unfortunately. May he rest in peace, guys. Kurt Cobain was the best, in my opinion, back in the day, in the 90s. Right? The best era, Richard. I think.
Yeah, 90s... well, you know what? When I was younger, I used to go to concerts all the time. If I had those shirts that I bought at the concerts now, my goodness, I could probably make a killing. But
we know I have my shirts
and everything else, and mom threw them away. Once they started getting holes in it, mom threw them away.
Man, that unfortunately, can you imagine, Richard, if all those shorts were like you had all those shorts still, they would probably be worth like thousands, man, right now.
I don't know about that. Well, maybe combined together. I mean, there's unique ones, and those are the ones you got to find, the unique ones that basically they didn't sell a lot of, because those are the ones the unique ones that actually make the money.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I mean, now everyone is trying to find similar type of vintage clothing, shirts, jackets, and so on. I mean, it's difficult actually right now because there are so many resellers nowadays. When did you start reselling part-time, Richard? How long ago?
It was a little over 3 years ago.
So you were like before pandemic. Before pandemic, like 2019. Right?
Yeah, it was before the pandemic, is when I actually started in 2019. Probably mid-year. I was actually watching a lot of videos. I had made the determination I wanted to go and start doing it, but I didn't have enough knowledge. So I sit there and binge watch probably for 6 months, just figure everything out. And then I get my first sale, right? I'm all like freaking out. And I'm like, oh, how do I ship this? How do I ship it? It was blank cassette tapes. It was something I had in my garage, and it was still brand new sealed. And I was like, oh, I'll sell these. Those sold, and I'm looking and didn't know any better because I didn't watch a lot of packing videos and how to ship stuff. I actually shipped those out media mail.
Oh, Richard, that's a big mistake, man.
After I shipped it out, I watched a video and they talked about media mail and what qualifies and what doesn't. And I'm all like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out because I thought the post office was going to come after me.
Yeah, Richard, I actually watched a video about this media mail situation one time that you put out about magazines.
Yes.
And not to ship, guys. Do not ship magazines, media mail, please.
Well, it depends on the magazine. It depends on the magazine.
If there are ads, yeah, you can.
I wish I could have recorded my postmaster, because I went in and talked to her, and I talk about it in the video. Which ones I pulled out 3 magazines, and I knew which one would qualify for media mail. I knew one was questionable, and I knew the other one was definitely would not qualify. And she looked at them and basically said the same thing. Because it has advertisement, it doesn't matter what it is. Could just be one article. If it's an advertisement with the website to go buy something, it's advertisement. Next thing is if they have the renewal subscription cards in them, that disqualifies it from media mail. She goes, you can take it out and then would qualify. But if you left them in, that would disqualify. And then as long as it doesn't have any advertisement whatsoever, a lot of the magazines I get for free at my thrift store, they're basically like biographies on people like Tina Turner, John Wayne, things like that. And it is a magazine, but it still does qualify as media mail. But the problem is with eBay, once you say the word magazine, you can't ship it through eBay. You have to go, and I use pirate ship to ship out my magazines.
See, guys, that's an educational couple minutes from Richard. Richard, thanks for letting us know about, because I was shipping magazines media mail all the time. Even with ads. No, I'm kidding. Richard was very unhappy about that, guys. He actually made a video about someone sending him something using priority mail supplies, right, Richard? I remember someone packed something in a box and then put a USPS priority mail small flat rate box or something, or like a padded envelope, and they used it for packing. And you didn't like it, I remember. You were really upset.
Well, in that video, it was funny because I could tell. I was all like, it just didn't feel right to me. It had a regular padded envelope, but I could feel that there was something in there. And what they did is they used a priority flat rate envelope to pad the book into. And so I was all like, I suspected, I didn't know 100%. So I actually opened it on the video, closed my eyes, pulled it out, and then looked at it. And sure enough, yep, that's exactly what they did. People got to realize, you know, these are free supplies, but, you know, if people keep abusing them, they're not going to be free anymore.
Exactly, guys. You're
They're
gonna
going to start charging
paying.
us.
They're gonna start charging resellers, guys. So if you don't have a part-time or full-time job, it's gonna be difficult for you to survive. Even with eBay sales, glitches, and you have to pay for eBay supplies, which you probably may not be free in the future. So you never know, guys. So don't abuse them. Don't abuse supplies.
Yep.
I was worried that you might start your meltdown about your eBay supply nightmare right there.
No.
Save it for the videos, everybody.
No,
Watch.
I will leave it because I mean it's something more important, Lisa. I think for that particular situation. But hopefully I will release it soon. Let me say hello to Bearded Picker Scott. Welcome, man. Thanks for stopping
Hey,
by.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott got great channel, guys. If you want to learn about something at all,
Hey,
not
Tommy.
just eBay, Amazon specifically, and other stuff, watch Scott's lives in the mornings on Wednesday. It's Wednesday 9 a.m. Eastern time, guys. For me. So I actually don't wake up at 9 usually. I sleep for a long time, guys. Cannot wake up during week. What time, Richard? You said you work full. How long? What do you do for work, man? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm a software engineer.
Like for like a programmer, or is
Yeah,
like
programmer. Yeah, I'm a programmer.
it's actually not bad.
Been doing it for 30 years. But I knew, and this is the reason I got into reselling. I knew at some point in time, you know, it gets old and you want to do something different. You get ready to retire and you got to have something on the back burner. I said, well, heck, I'll give reselling a try. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't make big numbers, but, you know, I don't need to. But, you know, I make decent amount. And so I've actually contemplated, you know, would spending extra time doing eBay subsidize my income? And I'm all like, right now, no. Because eBay, it's a roller coaster. It goes up and down, your sales. And if you want to be financially stable, you know, you got to have some type of steady income. And if not, you got to build a nest egg in order to ride out those rocky times.
Yeah, guys. Actually, you have to, and also, Richard, don't forget. Currently, you know, there was a lot of conversation about it. Scott Bearded Picker actually put in a good comment about Blacklist, that people can actually create guest accounts, which is actually true. I mean, you can go to a library or anywhere and create an account and use it. So it doesn't matter. I mean, and also you have to remember, like even if someone gets blocked, that person will see it. The buyer will see that you blocked them. So they may be like in for revenge. They may go create a guest account, buy something from you, and then open up return and just return and leave you negative feedback, guys. That can happen actually, you know. It's true.
You know what? Every time Kevin says something about they come in threes, I watch a video and he talks about a return and how they come in threes. Shortly after that, all of a sudden, I get a return. I'm like, here they go, coming in threes. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin knows, guys, because Kevin has been on eBay already for almost 25 years. So he's been reselling. It's not just Tenements, guys. Tenements is something else, different business. Let me say hello to BiscuitBot, my very good friend. I love BiscuitBot, guys. He's one of the best personalities on in reselling community, guys. Archie actually puts in a lot of work on Instagram, gives advertising to a lot of people, supports a lot of channels. I mean, loves a lot of channels like me in a way, and then tells me not to love anyone. So, guys, I don't know. Maybe he gives me good advice. But Archie actually does put up a lot of time putting out those Instagram ads for his podcast. Not his, reseller Locker Room Podcast, guys. Don't forget, subscribe. I'll put in a link later on. We got the Power Hour podcast in the house, John and Josh Galt. They will be releasing their podcast. I think it was actually second episode today, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't know. I didn't watch it yet, John or Josh, if you're lurking. And John was in the chat. Let me say hi to SSK Promo, the dog, DOG,
Hey,
guys, SSK Promo Ken, one of the another great supporters of reselling community, and he does a lot of interesting things going on. And Jill most likely will join us later on in the evening, hopefully. Here's Scott saying hi to Archie. Scott, Archie is very important, man. You have to have Archie on your live one of these days, because he is at least has some knowledge, more than me. So Farside Jack says Beanie Babies, Black Diamond, and Funko Pops. Exactly. That's what I usually sell, guys. Beanie Babies, Black Diamond, VHS tapes. Richard, you sell Black Diamond, man? VHS. Do you like selling VHS tapes? Do you like VHS tapes? Like, do you look for them while sourcing? Do you like to sell VHS?
Sell what?
Do you like to sell VHS tapes?
Well, I guess everybody got on that bandwagon, especially as a new reseller. You know, everybody talked about, the Disney Black Diamond and stuff. So, yeah, I still have some of those that I'm sitting on that I can't get rid of. But every once in a while, you do find a VHS tape that is worth money. I think the most one that I've sold was the movie, and I was telling Lisa this the other day, was the movie They Live. I picked it up. I paid, I think I paid a quarter for it at a garage sale. But I picked it up because I like the movie. It's like a B movie, CB movie. But I figured, well, heck, they always talk about the VHS tape. It's those ones that they didn't produce that many of them. And those are the ones that people seek after. I think I ended up getting like $40-something for it, maybe like 48. I can't remember. I have to go back and look at the video. But, 25 cents and, $48. That's nothing
that's why,
to cry about.
And that's why people actually chasing VHS tapes, some of the media that is really cheap, because of that you can actually make decent profit. But some of it will stay in your store for years.
Well, that's how you got to be careful about VHS. VHS, probably 99.9% of it is worthless.
Exactly.
Unless you lot it together, and then you might make a few bucks. But yeah, you're always looking for that one unique VHS tape.
Like any type of scary horror film, science fiction, very unusual type of concerts, rock concerts from when, like back in 70s, 60s, maybe 80s, from some famous rock bands on VHS. And I actually sell beta tapes. I sold a bunch of horror beta tapes, but I didn't pay anything. I got them for free. So, hi, my name is Lisa. Exactly. Richard, her name is not Lisa.
Lisa. Hey, Roman. Lisa.
Lisa. With two S, guys.
Richard, you told me.
Cannot pronounce it with one S.
It's like Lisette. Lisette. You can say Lisette. Lisa.
Yeah, Lisette, guys. See, that's important. If you can pronounce Lisette, then Lisa will be exactly the wrong pronunciation, guys. So don't try it. And Lisa said that if I keep mispronouncing her name, she will never come to my live ever again. Meg is saying, I promise to put out real content. Yeah, Meg, you need to do it because you're a really interesting person. Guys, I spoke with Meg at the rally, even though I was at the bar, but still, and I wasn't drunk this time. Richard, you were actually sober. Someone told me that you got drunk the first day and they had to take you to your room, man. Because apparently you didn't remember where you were, man.
Not true. Not true.
So, guys, someone is spreading false rumors, guys. We're going to find out who it is and we're going to exclude them from reselling community forever. Urethra Franklin saying, I heard Archie got one of them fancy Hollywood clones running around. Urethra, actually, Archie is on his way to the top. Believe me. I believe in Archie. In about a year, guys, Archie will surpass everyone in subs. Believe
Archie's
me.
on the top of that cheerleader pyramid. He's climbing.
He's climbing there very fast, guys, very fast. And Archie is doing good job of it. That's the only way, guys. You have to do like, that's a lot of stuff going on, but Archie actually shows a lot of love in the community. You can tell from his photos from both Reseller Remix this week. He was actually going around taking photos with people, which is important. Richard, you're the same way, man. You like to take photos with a lot of resellers, YouTubers like me. Because I did take a lot of photos with like famous people.
Actually, I didn't take that many photos. I didn't take that many photos this time. Last time I did. This time, I think the only photo I took was you, me, and Jimmy.
Yeah, that was a good photo. Actually, for some reason, Richard, you need to send me that photo because I don't have it for some reason. I have everyone else, but actually, I kind of in the last minute, I actually decided let's do photos because I thought that if I don't take photos with anyone at all, I'll forget. And then I will be drinking in the bar, dancing, and then I forgot anyway. even though it was nice to take photos with someone at least. You guys
there was drinking going on at the reseller rally? What did I miss?
I couldn't afford it. I don't know who.
Let me say hello to Rocky Top, guys. Ben, Rocky Top Picker, guys. Subscribe to Rocky Top. He's a very funny dude. And reseller locker room podcast. I actually forgot to put their link, guys, because you have to check out. Richard, you watch reseller locker room podcast?
No, I've never watched that. You'll have to send me a link to that, and I'll take a look at it.
I'll put a link for you, man, in the chat. You can actually subscribe because they do a lot of interesting conversations. I think, like in my opinion, for me right now, reseller clickbait podcast with Ken and Jimmy and Corey is number one, in my opinion. Guys, but that's my opinion. You guys seen my list, and Trash to Cash is last. Unfortunately, I had to kind of break it last week. Trash to Cash, guys, is not that necessary. So if you want to watch really interesting stuff, watch Reseller Locker Room and Reseller Clickbait podcast and Reseller Locker Room podcast. Those number 1 and 2, guys. Subscribe. They need subscribers, and they don't have enough yet to surpass Trash to Cash. Unfortunately, we have to advertise them a little bit more. So, Richard, show people what you're drinking today. Tell us what kind of drink you're having.
I've got my beverage of choice. And then I've got.
And Richard, we cannot advertise them, guys. Sorry, they are actually worth a lot of money. Well, I can advertise my drink.
Yeah. You'll get a copyright strike, Roman.
Yeah, guys, Coca-Cola sent me cease and desist last time. They said stop advertising Coca-Cola on your lives. So, guys, I can't. That was the last time. Tommy Bernard podcast in the house. Richard, you know Tommy Bernard podcast? You ever met Tommy Bernard?
Do you know Tommy?
I've never met Tommy Bernard in person, but I've spoken with him, through chat and everything like that. Tracy, I did actually meet Tracy because she was at the first reseller.
Yeah, she was at their first rally where I met Richard, guys. At the first, we met everyone at the first rally except Archie. Archie back in the day was not at the rally, guys. He was still working as an Uber driver. So sorry, guys, about that. But let me say hello. I think Richard, you frozen, man. Guys, sorry for the inconvenience. No, Richard is back. I thought you froze up, Richard, for a moment.
I did. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, that's why we got in early because my eBay laptop was having problems with the camera, so I had to go snag my regular workday laptop and bring it down here so I could do it. But something keeps happening where I freeze up every now and then. So
no, that's okay, man. Richard, that's okay, man. I freeze up at least 20 times during my life. That's normal. My internet provider is worse than Kevin in his Virginia house, man. When you see Kevin on his Trash to Cash lives, podcast, you see him lose internet like and get frozen up for like 20 minutes. Usually, I usually lose internet more than he does. So
Don't freeze on us tonight, please.
at least my internet,
Please.
my internet is worse than Kevin's, guys. So it's not.
Don't leave me alone with Richard.
Dude,
was that?
SSK, Richard, Ken is saying I still have all my concert shorts from the late 80s, early 90s, mostly hair metal bands. Like like there are some really good. If you, Richard, you probably followed metal bands back in the 80s.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, Iron Maiden, even though Iron Maiden is not metal.
Well, you know what? When I was in high school, back in '83, I think I was a junior back then, went to the US Festival in Glen Helen Park, California. That was like they were calling it like the new Woodstock. Ozzy, Judas Priest, Triumph, Ozzy Osbourne, Scorpions, and Van Halen.
Yeah, Black Sabbath, guys. Black Sabbath is like really, really expensive stuff. If you find vintage Black Sabbath with Ozzy or any type of older, Iron Maiden is my favorite.
Dio.
And Dio, guys. And also Dire Straits. Richard, you know who Dire Straits are? Dire Straits.
Oh, yeah. Money for nothing.
Exactly.
And you chicks for free.
Yeah, there's no such thing as chicks for free.
Exactly, guys. There is no such thing. It depends, Richard. It depends. Sometimes maybe it is. It depends on the situation. But that's why it's important. There is always different situations, man, you can run into. You know, you never know. So it is what it is. So how you like your job, Richard? You like to be like programmer? How long you've been a programmer?
I've been a programmer for over 30 years.
Man, that's actually, you're a veteran. You, I mean, you've been like like software in terms of software engineer proper. I mean, that's like a proper call, like a software engineer, proper name, not programmer.
Yeah, they call them now. You know, back in the days, they used to call us programmers. Now that's what we are. Okay, now they came up and they basically came up with this term software engineer. And I was all like, do I get a hat with it? You know, conductor's hat, you know, engineer.
Yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, man, I know a lot of people who actually, my friends that are software engineers, but it's you have to like this kind of job. You have to like sit a lot, and you kind of mostly sit down at your job. You don't.
Well, yeah, you got to think a lot too. I mean, you spend, you know, a good programmer basically will spend about 10% of his time coding, the other 90% analyzing and figuring out problems.
Yeah, but if you're a software engineer, you probably are also good with computers. You probably know how to properly install operating systems, install software. That's why you may be good with editing, because you're good with software. So that actually comes handy, man. I know.
Well, the editing, it's only because I started editing when my boys and my daughter, they were playing sports when they were younger. So I'd make videos for them. And that's where I got into the video editing. And I do like that aspect. It's actually soothing for me. It's kind of relaxing.
So it's basically, I mean, for 30 years, man, it's props to you, man. I mean, same company, right? You didn't like change companies.
Well, the same. I've been with this company for almost 25 years. But we were acquired by another company, but you know, it's still the same. It's not the same name, but same job and everything like that. So
yeah, that's good. Let me say hi to Ping G, guys. Really respectful reseller that always supports a lot of lives, chats, a lot of respect for Ping G, guys. And welcome, Ping. Appreciate you stopping by. PTS Treasures, I think I said hello in the beginning. If I didn't say hello right now, welcome to the live. Appreciate you stopping by. Biscuit Bot already said hello, hopefully, if I didn't forget. You know, Richard, we missed the reseller, Boss Reseller Remix this year. I didn't go because I spent all my money in Cincinnati, man. Instead of just relaxing in a hotel and going to charity auction, I went to garage sales, thrift stores. I don't know why. That's why people go to the rally, guys, to enjoy a couple days, relax. And we as resellers, we still go to garage sales, thrift stores, sourcing. It's like in our blood, man. You cannot stop. Like for me, like it's addiction, guys. I cannot skip like certain days. I have to go sourcing. Do you skip any days, Richard? You go all the time, or you don't?
I went sourcing one time, but the thing is like going to the rally and things like that. That's the nice thing is going with somebody else and see the type of things that they are sourcing, because more than likely it's going to be different from the stuff that you're sourcing. And then you ask them why they picked that up. Then you actually learn something. So it's actually nice going to picking with somebody else.
You might be a reseller if any vacation that you go on, you take packages with you, you're on your phone constantly, but you map out every thrift store and flea market or whatever the whole trip. It's a 6-hour drive, but it takes you 12 because you hit every place. You better have a spouse that's in the business and understands, or
yes, that's true, guys.
It's a nightmare.
Yes, Lisa has the right point. If your spouse at least helps you sometimes, that's actually a big plus. If she doesn't,
well, I have 3 people on my team.
Me, myself, and I know it. I knew it.
Myself,
I knew it.
And I.
Exactly, guys.
I'm a one-man show.
One-man operation, guys, like me. So me and Richard have something in common, guys. We're both me, myself, and I. Nobody. And Lisa sometimes. Lisa actually finally started helping me a little bit, guys. She tells me where to go to source. Even though
it's my job as a woman to tell a guy where to go.
Exactly. That's the job of a woman to tell a guy where to go, guys. Josh Galt in the house. Richard, you subscribe to Josh Galt, but he's very knowledgeable.
No. There's a lot of people I don't, and I apologize. It's just there's so many of us out there. It's hard. I mean, it really is. But I'll definitely check him out after tonight.
Yeah, he does lives every day. I mean, not every day, except weekends. Monday through Friday, Josh Galt, guys, does lives at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I put his link in the chat. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to Josh. Josh actually puts a lot of effort.
It's Josh Galt, not John Galt.
Yeah, Josh Galt. Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not John.
Probably didn't get that.
Yes, it's not John Galt, it's Josh Galt. Me and Richard didn't have any drinks yet, guys. That's why our pronunciation of names is way off today. So we're sorry about that.
You didn't check Richard's cup.
Let's see, because I was kind of late on comments as usual. Lisa is actually helping with the comment. Thanks, Lisa, appreciate it. See, Andy Someta, another great reseller for OG. Richard, you know Andy Someta, man? He's been around for 30 years.
Yeah, I know Andy.
Andy has been around for so long that even before eBay started. So he said I shipped a $1,300 Best Clarinet Media Mail. This was 12 years. I told them, ain't no way you're gonna get me to pay $12 for priority mail. Wish we still had those rates today. See, Richard, Andy apparently didn't listen. Andy, you didn't listen to Richard's advice on his video, man. How could you do that? Now we cannot subscribe to you no more. Richard, I don't know what to do now. We kind of didn't follow our rules with Media Mail. Andy have shipped something with that's not Media Mail with Media Mail, so we have to suspend them.
Well, you know what?
From USPS.
In one of the videos I talked about that, it was another reseller because I went and looked him up, and he was a magazine seller. He came in and wanted to buy both of my one magazine, the 2 copies that I had. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to combine. I can combine shipping on it, but that's going to push it over £1. You know, back then we had, first class and, then it went ground. He goes, well, just ship it out media mail. I said, I said it doesn't qualify as media mail. And I took a picture of the back of it because it clearly had ads right at the back of the, and you know what he told me? Well, nobody cares. I said, well, apparently I do. That doesn't qualify, and I'm not going to risk my business just to help you out. And you know what he said? He responded back and he said, great sale. Hope you enjoy getting $0 sales today. I was like, oh, well.
Well,
at least I'm not compromising my account.
Richard,
oh, did I freeze up?
No, you're good, man. I think your drink froze up. You didn't freeze up, but your drink did. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding with you, man. Richard, you're gonna have to show us your original Enderman later on. The one that you got, limited edition, guys. Richard got some cool stuff, guys, like collectible editions, limited editions, and he got like a bunch of Endermen. So he collects a lot of Endermans, guys. That's why he's gonna show us his Endermans.
Okay.
There you go, guys.
This is my original Enderman. That was when Kevin was selling them for like $14.
That was way back in the day, guys.
And had him sign it.
Oh no!
Had him sign it.
No, please no.
Hey, somebody I know has one that's signed.
Yeah, someone has one that's signed, guys, not me. Richard, look, I got my Enderman is like poor Enderman. He's like
that
poor
sounds
man,
like Vegas with the
poor man's Enderman, guys. Look, mine is not signed. Kevin was like not nice enough to me, didn't sign mine. He said, hell with it. Your Enderman will not help you anyway, so just put him on the table and your store will not move anyway. So that's why he's on my table, guys, right now. He's helping me a little bit, but not helping me too much. But it is my fault, guys, not Enderman's. Anissa is saying, make sure you use padded flat rate as packing material on those media mail shipments. Lisa, I think you froze up. Now Lisa froze up, guys. Richard, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you fine.
Yeah. Lisa froze up, guys. She'll be back because in our state, in a beautiful state of Ohio, internet is never working. So Lisa disappeared for a moment. So me and Richard are still here, hopefully. We're not going to disappear.
Hey, the best thing I ever did is, and it took me a year. I signed up for it. It took me a year to get it, but was Starlink.
Oh, Starlink. I remember it a little bit. I think.
Oh, yeah. And well, because with my regular job, I'm constantly video conferencing and things like that. So I'm on the computer all day long. Video conferencing, it takes a lot of bandwidth. And I was eating up before that, before I got Starlink, I was eating it up because it wasn't unlimited. And I had to keep adding on because I had to keep working. And it was all like, this ain't working. So yeah, once I got Starlink, oh my goodness. My grandkids, they come over and I'll have to watch them while I'm working and stuff. They'll have every device, all their devices, whether it's a phone, a tablet, and the TV, everything streaming upstairs, using up the internet, but I don't seem to have a problem.
Yeah, but we don't have Starlink here in Ohio. We have Spectrum, and there is another company called Wow.
Hey,
Wow,
Roman, do you realize Starlink is satellite?
Man, I realize that it's coming from another planet.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can get Starlink there. It's all over the planet.
Guys, I need to actually move to Richard State where I can get Starlink now. So my internet, I will have to build the same kind of inventory as Richard has with shelves and bins and put everything properly in the bins and pull orders, pull order videos. Do you do any type of, I didn't see you, Richard, do any garage sale like videos going around. Do you do those?
I do every once in a while. See, where I'm at, I don't get a lot of garage sales. You know, when you live in the Midwest in a small town, we have, like in our town, every once in a while you find a pop-up garage sale. But we have like 2 annually, basically a spring citywide and then a fall citywide. Spring is always better. Fall is not so good. I usually videotape that, and you could find some of those on my channel. But most of the time, I go to my 2 local thrift stores. I go to other ones, but these are the ones I concentrate on. And when you go there, I'm dealing with, one is a high school thrift store it's run by the church group, a bunch of old ladies. So I was all like, no, I'm not going to bring the camera in there. They probably would be like, not like being on camera. So I choose not to film that. But I do plan on doing a lot more garage sale videos in the future.
So guys, make sure to subscribe to Richard because he's gonna start putting out some garage sale videos, which is important in my opinion. Richard, those garage sale videos actually bring views. Some people, for some reason, love when people go garage selling. There are some. I don't watch pickers channels usually because it's not something that interests me that much because I do it the same way. It's just I think the aspect of people not being resellers and watching this kind of content kind of to take away from like regular TV shows, news, fake news, other movies that they have seen millions of times. So people actually love those types of content of videos where people go out like treasure hunting in different places, and you have to actually put out those videos constantly to try to at least grow your channel and be entertaining. In my opinion, for me, Richard, it's difficult because like I kind of try to mix a lot of stuff up, and because I get bored with the same thing happening constantly, like same stuff, going to garage sale and keep doing the same thing. But a lot of YouTube content creators do it. They basically do it as a job, because they get paid. Me and you, we don't get paid that much from YouTube, especially me. I'm not even monetized.
The thing is, Roman, when you do like what's sold, okay, you're basically now you've limited your market because most people that are going to watch what's sold videos are other resellers. They want to see what you bought, what you sold, to see if they're missing the bolo or something like that. But the picking aspect, it has a broader market where people actually, people that aren't resellers, they enjoy watching those type of videos. It's like my mom. My mom watches gardening videos. I'm all like, I watched one. I'm like, Mom, that's the boringest thing ever. She goes, I know. I'm fascinated with them.
Yeah, well, that's why it's like there are different type of content for different people. Like I actually love cooking channels more, and because I like to cook, and I actually will watch certain channel like lives. I actually love lives more than all other like reselling content. For me, interaction with people is much more important. Like in my opinion, that's for me. It's not like everyone's favorite thing to go into lives constantly because you know what happens, Richard, if you constantly, and now don't get me wrong, guys, it's nice that a lot of people doing podcasts, a lot of people started doing podcasts, a lot of people doing lives. It is kind of if you're actually trying, if you're full-time, Richard, full-time reseller, full-time resellers that actually make money mostly on reselling, it is tough to concentrate if you constantly like me. That's why usually I turn off like YouTube for like certain amount of time so that I can list, because I get like distracted right away. If I go into live, that's it. I cannot do anything. I have to be in the live, and that takes away from me. So that's kind of something I'm trying to stay away a little bit more. But for me, lives are more important, not more important, more entertaining. And podcasts, recently I watch podcasts more, and some YouTube channels I'm trying to kind of watch certain videos, catch up throughout the months if I have time. You probably do the same, Richard. You probably trying to kind of watch certain channels, even the ones that you're finding out today that you haven't been subscribed to. So that's like everyone, man. Let me say hello to Jenna. You met Jenna at the rally, Richard.
Yes.
Miss Sleeping and Easy is John's wife. Someone recently was asking in the live if it was John's wife, and apparently she is. Sorry, John. Archie is always welcome. It's real early for him on Wednesdays. Yeah, Scott, Archie probably has to move to East Coast to watch your lives because your lives start at 9 and Archie wakes up at probably 6 p.m. Pacific time. So sorry about that. Let me say hello to Peddling Profits. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Good evening, folks. Mike saying, I can't believe people are getting VHS graded. Richard, do you ever did any grading?
No, because I've never found one. I mean, I do watch those videos, the ones, because we're always looking for that Holy Grail. Never found them, but you know what? You never know. What it usually, when you don't think you're going to find it, all of a sudden you'll find it in the most odd place you wouldn't think you would find it. So yeah, no. Do I grade them? No. I've never had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I don't grade anything yet, even though I watched, Kevin did a little bit of grading. Rod, picking and punching, he does grading. I know a lot of, I've watched some YouTubers, resellers who do grading. I mean, it's kind of interesting to learn about this kind of stuff if you grade stuff like Pokemon cards, Magic Gathering cards, sports cards, trading sports cards. There are a bunch of stuff that you can get graded. Computer software, even like Windows. I mean, nowadays you can get graded. So a lot of stuff. And I mean, some people like to do it and it brings up the value, as you know. So Richard, if you find VHS tape, just keep grading them. You can make much more money, man, than doing YouTube. You will make much more, man. Believe me. If you keep grading,
okay.
We say hello to Eurysra Franklin. Say you will have to pry me my Steel Magnolias VHS from my cold dead hands. Be kind, rewind. Exactly, Eurysra. That's actually a great comment, guys. Don't forget to be kind and rewind, like back in the day with Blockbuster Video, guys. Richard, do you remember Blockbuster Video stores, man? I think you probably go back in the day. Do you remember going to Blockbuster back in the day, renting VHS?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know what? Yeah. Am I breaking out?
Yeah, not well, a little
breaking
bit.
In and out.
Okay. Yeah, kind of a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I
everybody knows Blockbuster. Okay, but you find those Blockbuster cases that have Blockbuster on them. Those things sell. I mean, it's all like that's the craziest thing that I found since I've been reselling is some of the craziest stuff sells. You would think that, well, no one's going to buy this, but those one-off items that are really weird, that is like, who in the hell would want this? Somebody out there wants it and they're willing to pay money for it.
Yeah, man, that's
so true. Yeah. Blockbuster. Yeah, I remember Blockbuster.
Man, it was Hollywood.
Did that freeze up again?
It was. It's all you probably like have some kind of interference with internet, but it's coming back. So you're kind of in and out, but that's okay. That's what happens to me all the time, Richard. So you're good, man. I think Lisa actually probably lost internet forever. She probably
I see her in the chat. Where's she at?
Yeah, Lisa, how come you left the chat? How come you left us, me and Richard, hanging? You didn't like us no more. I know Lisa doesn't like too many people, guys. So she decided to leave. She probably didn't like my Super Mario powers. Guys, I got Super Mario powers today. From, what's his name? Super Mario and this guy, Luigi. Check this out, Richard. This one I have to get graded, man. Luigi's Mansion for Nintendo GameCube. It's a good video game, man. It's actually worth some money.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's worth, guys. Luigi's Mansion, if you get it graded, it's worth thousands of dollars.
Well, I want to watch that. I want to watch that video, Roman.
If I ever get it graded, Richard, if I ever get it graded, Miss Flipping and Easy Jenna saying, Lisa, these men are morons. See, Lisa, that's what the proper Alyssa Milano. Lisa. Who is your favorite actress, Richard? What is your who is your favorite actress in Hollywood?
I don't know. I mean, I don't watch I mean, I watch movies, but I don't watch a whole lot of movies. I just don't have a lot of time to do that. So I don't think I really have a favorite one. Not really, no.
Yeah, Tommy Bernard again. See, Richard, Tommy Bernard, you know how Tommy is. He usually goes into lives and he knows a little bit more maybe than me in terms of eBay. I don't know how much more, but he got, Tommy Bernard, guys, got a supplier in shoes. Every time I ask Tommy to help me out with a supplier, he says, look for your own. But he is kind enough to go into lives and always say, that shoes sell for good money. So, Richard, you sell shoes?
I do sell shoes, but I live in a small town, so I very seldom find shoes. Now, I went to my thrift store. This was last week. I think I posted it on Instagram, Facebook. I can't remember. Found a pair of Jordans, and there was actually two of them right next to each other, and I couldn't believe it. And this is my smaller thrift store. The one pair sells consistently for $349 consistently. The other one, not so much, maybe about $50. I probably should have left those behind because I paid $20 for those, but the other ones I paid $25 for, and those are the $349 shoes.
That's nice. Where did you find them? You
I found them at my thrift store.
A local one, a Goodwill, or like Honey?
No, I don't go to Goodwill. You know, when I was before COVID had hit, I had to go to the city all the time. Every once in a while, I'd hit Goodwill, and I couldn't find anything there. It was like the prices I pay at my local thrift store. Yeah, you can't beat it. But you know, like Jordans, I would have never thought I would have found Jordans in my small little town.
Man,
but yet alone two of them right next to each other.
Were they real? Did they have to send them for authentication? Did you send them?
I haven't listed them yet because I had to find out more about the authentication program, and apparently you just list them. But once they sell, I guess you've got to send them to eBay. They'll authenticate them and then ship them out. If they find that they're fake, they'll send them back to you and refund the buyer, and then you're like out the money.
Yeah, that's also, if they actually come back to you, you're actually gonna get a strike if they're fake.
No, I imagine you probably would. Yeah, I've had people that commented on the photo that I took, and they said, "Yeah, I had the same thing." They told me mine were fake. I looked at all the ones that had sold. As far as I could tell, they look legit. But you know, I'm definitely no Nike, especially Jordan expert at all.
You can use the app. It's called Check app on your phone. You can download it. It's an app. You use it for like there is certain like I'm not sure how much it is to for them to check, because you have to take a photo of the barcode on a shoe, or just take the whole photo. I think you can put in the comments whoever uses Check app. Guys, Lisa is back. Here's Lisa, guys. Guys, Lisa wants.
Don't freak her out, Roman.
Lisa would like to introduce herself, guys. But Richard, download Check app, man, and there is a small fee that you can probably. It's not a large fee that you can have to pay, but if you can get like $300 or more for those Nike Air Jordans, it's worth doing the Check. You can check it, and you can get them. You can get them authenticated by that application, and then you're gonna be all right. You can list them because they're gonna actually, if they.
Okay, yeah, I'll hit you up on that.
Yeah, it's actually easy to use. I did it a couple times. So even though I didn't find Nike Air Jordans locally here at all, but it's difficult to find. See, Richard, that's why some people who live in smaller towns and they have to go sourcing in their honey holes or small like thrift stores, or moms and pops thrift stores. It's kind of better compared to big cities where there are a bunch of resellers and it's a big time competition. It's not like it's not as easy as people think on YouTube who are watching YouTube and commenting on people's videos. It's much more difficult, man. We got Cleveland and Ohio as a state is very saturated currently with resellers. A lot of resellers looking for similar things, going everywhere, paying, even overpaying for stuff to buy to resell. I know because I've seen it. So it's like, so Richard, do you like to sell vinyl records?
I do, but you know, I don't find a lot of, you know, most of the albums that sell or those one-off ones, or mainly like rock albums. Those ones hard to find. But you know, I do have one. I have one. I looked it up and I couldn't believe what it sells for. Let me grab it real quick.
Yeah, let me say hi to Jill. Jill, welcome. Let me say hi. Oh, that's a good guys. Check this out.
Yeah.
Metallica and Justice for All. There you go. This
is out of my personal collection. And I've sold a few out of my personal collection. This one I haven't even listed yet. But I'm surprised what it sells for.
Yeah, I know those. Where did you find it? Did you find it?
Well, I was in the military. I was overseas in Germany when I was in the Army, and I bought it at the post or the. Did I freeze up?
No, you.
Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I bought it basically at the PX.
But yeah, Richard, if you were in the Army, man, thank you for your service, man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I always respect people who are in the Army, who were in the Army. If you guys in the chat, whoever was in the service, thank you for your service, guys. It is, especially nowadays, as you guys know. I mean, it's a lot of respect for people. My couple friends went to United States Marines, so they are actually Marine Corps veterans. So a lot of respect for those people, guys. Scott is saying, I took no photos of Other in Cincinnati. Life as an introvert. Well, Scott was kind of shy, guys. He was not. He was kind of talking only to me a little bit, even though not a lot. Richard, did you talk to Scott a little bit at the rally?
Which Scott?
Bearded Picker Scott.
I said hi, but no, I didn't get a chance to talk to him too much. I mean, he was one of the guys I was watching early on too.
Yeah, Scott goes way back, man. It's like one of the channels that actually started way back in the day. Him and John, Lonnie. You watch Shed Flips, right? You watch Lonnie and Candice channel also.
I did. I haven't watched a lot of it lately. You know, like I said, you know, sometimes as resellers, you can't sit there and watch a lot of content because you ain't going to get stuff listed.
Exactly, guys. So that's a good actually point from Richard, guys. If you actually want to make some money selling on any platform, cross-listing, doesn't matter what you do. Don't watch content until you're actually free, until end of the day, especially if you're full-time. With Richard being part-time, at least he can have some time to try to find some time to watch, right, Richard? You want to have some time to yourself also, not just watch YouTube constantly, you know?
Well, you put it on in the background while you're working.
Exactly, guys. Help each other out to gain hours, guys, especially people who are not monetized. Like me and Lisa. Richard, you monetized already on YouTube?
What's that?
Are you monetized on YouTube?
No. I've got what is it?
1.36.
I've got enough subscribers. My problem is I just can't get enough watch hours. So, you know, apparently I got to get a lot more exciting in my videos because I think people must find them boring. I don't know.
No, Richard, you just keep dropping stuff down. I think, Richard, when you start breaking all the breakables, you can put on a thumbnail. I broke like expensive uranium glass. And then you have to show how it falls down. That's gonna bring a lot of views, man. Believe me, people love some kind of action going on. People love thumbnails where there is some kind of attraction to something. Even me, man, I usually don't like to kind of, you know, do thumbnails with what do you call it, clickbait type of stuff, because I feel bad because it's kind of not nice in my opinion. Even though a lot of people do it. Not a lot of content creators, but some do. and you can actually probably agree with me, most likely. I know that, but that's how you make like content that is kind of attracts people, attracts viewers. So in my opinion, Lisa doesn't make a lot of clickbait podcasts, or I mean clickbait videos.
Good tip, Harry.
Larry, welcome, man. I
I'll
actually,
get you,
guys,
I'll get you.
let me say hello to more people, guys, because I'm kind of selfish again today. Sorry, Richard. I'm behind again in my chat. As usual, we're coming for Trash to Cash for the #1 spot, says John. We gave them a head start. See, there you go. John is coming for Trash to Cash. There is Archie Biscuit Bot saying, Jill, I agree.
Hey,
John,
I'll be right back, Roman.
yeah, Richard, be back, man. We still got another 35 minutes. So let me say hello to Roll Tide Rocket Top Picker. Exactly, guys. If you're a fan of Alabama, I will. Lisa, are you a fan of Ohio State Buckeyes, or any other sports teams in Cleveland or Ohio? I don't know. I'm actually a big fan, so I can speak for myself. I will say, go Browns, go Cleveland Browns, guys. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go. There's a Browns fan. We got some Browns fans in the house, guys.
And this can be yours.
Guys, disgruntled octopus in the house, guys. Let me put octopus is very fun. He got very fun podcast. Disgruntled. Here you go, guys. Disgruntled octopus. Let me put his link, guys. I'm putting everyone's channels. Please subscribe to everyone and hit the like button and notification if you want to hear any noises.
Roman, that hat.
That hat is very, guys. I will be sleeping in that hat now. I will never take it off anymore.
Do you have a little Corvette bed you're sleeping in?
I got a Super Mario car under my bed. Guys, Disgruntled Octopus, check him out, guys. Subscribe. He got Hello Humans. He's real octopus, guys. Rocket Up Ben saying, yeah, whatever, bearded picker. Here you go. We got some drama going on already. That was the second rally. First rally was in Chicago, exactly. The first rally ever, guys, was in 2017. I was actually, how old was I? I was 30 something, guys, back then in 2017.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was a little bit younger. So Disgruntled Octopus in the house. Let me say hello, Jill. We need to get together to discuss the real world. That's from Archie. Disgruntled Octopus say, Richard, if you haven't subscribed to Disgruntled Octopus, subscribe, man. He's got funny podcast. He's from Australia.
Careful
from another country, man. And
he's getting his tentacles and everything.
Man, he wears octopus costume on his life. Like me wearing Super Mario hat today, but he's wearing the whole octopus costume. Let's see. I was scared in the first half. Milton was on fire. Where were you on Friday? Oh, yeah, exactly. Jenna, Tommy was actually fixing his bathroom on Friday. That's the most important room in his house where he keeps shoes. So, Richard, tell me, like, what is in terms of reselling? You actually cross-list to every platform, or you only stay on eBay mostly?
I'm currently only on eBay. I mean, when you do it part-time, it's kind of hard to basically, cross-list. Excuse me. But, with everything going on and, people getting Vero strikes and things like that on eBay, it's making me think maybe getting List Perfectly just to have my backup. Because if I had to go back through and take photos of everything and relist it all, I'd be like, that's it, I give up. So I right now I'm actually contemplating getting List Perfectly just as a backup. So if my account does get suspended, I have a means to go to other platforms. It creates a backup for me.
Well, that's actually good. That's good. It's a good advice, guys, by the way. That's why a lot of people actually started to cross-list last couple years. Because if eBay suspends your account, there is actually, in my opinion, even like selling only on Mercari and Poshmark or like Etsy or Bonanza, Bonanza, guys, or Depop.
Wait, where's my cowboy hat?
Yeah, Bonanza, guys, is one of the most important platforms in the world. Let me say hello to Grams and Pops Vintage, Corey and Teresa with Hasta La Vista. Hasta La Vista will not be
Hasta la
working
vista,
today.
baby.
Richard, also check out if you haven't. You probably met Corey and Teresa at the rally because you actually were sitting next to them when I came over. You were sitting actually next, not with them, but you were sitting with Jimmy and Sonia, and they were sitting next to us, like at the next table. Corey and Teresa. But if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Grams and Pops Vintage. They got a really cool channel. Miss Trading Post Speaker, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by.
Hey,
Let me actually put in. I actually put in Corey and Teresa's channel. Let me make. I think Lisa, if you see someone without any wrench or hammer, let me know.
Beard King Picker.
Oh, Beard just came in. Alex, welcome, man. No excuse. Mike, there is a price. Lisa is saying that was when Lisa came out from the live 2 hours ago.
Roman, Mars Bargain Basement and Mrs. Trading Post Picker. They don't have hammers.
They don't have
or
hammers.
wrenches.
Guys. Lisa, thanks for letting me know. Let's do. Richard, now it's like hammer time. We need to.
Oh my God! Fun.
Richard, Richard,
Oh, that was just harsh.
Richard, it's our obligation. It's our obligation to actually give wrenches to hammers to people because otherwise, let me say hello to Misha Renee, my good friend, Marie Perolet, welcome.
no wrenches.
I will
Marie's a
actually.
West Coaster. She's up
Mars
there in
Bargain
Oregon.
Basement, welcome. Harry Hamstone. Richard, you know Harry Hamstone?
Yes, I know Harry. Guys,
Harry
I love
is
watching.
one of the OGs, man. OG.
I miss this two drink minimum live.
12 drink maximum. That's what Harry does.
Roman, can you snag Little Debbie with a wrench? She's
Little Debbie in the house.
good.
Yes, I
I've
will.
known her
Debbie.
for a long time.
Debbie.
I'm actually going over right now, guys. I'm really sorry that I'm late again on my chat, but it was all my fault, guys. Again, it's not Richard or
Hey.
Lisa, so you have to forgive them. They're actually a lot more.
I have no control over that. So
They're a lot more entertainment than me. So, Miss Trading Post Speaker, let me do the.
I don't, I'm
There you
not sure
go.
people find me entertaining, but if they do, well,
Richard, you're very entertaining, man. You did so much stuff on the boat, man. After you got undressed with those IKEA bags.
You
Oh,
need to back that up. You need to back
Yeah,
that up.
yeah.
If he did so much stuff on the boat after he got undressed. Wait, whoa. People don't.
if you haven't watched it, go find them. They're out there somewhere. But I'll tell you what, I'll never do that again. That was
Yes.
totally out of my comfort zone. Totally. But I figured, what the heck? Try it once, and I did, and yeah, won't do it again.
Yeah, Corey and Teresa, I feel like I've missed a lot. Corey, I decided that I'm a Super Mario now. I've decided to become. I have a Super Mario powers. That's why I decided that's a hat that I would like to wear for today. Maybe next week also, if Super Mario will give me powers next week. But guys, Richard actually almost won the competition, even though I kind of decided that Tucker actually earned the win. Abel and Richard came in close second. I mean, Richard,
I don't know about that. I might have came into a close third. Okay. And there was only 3 of us, so I think I came into a close third.
see,
You were a good sport. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
No,
there we go. I was a good
Exactly.
fourth, and there was only 3 of us.
exactly. Richard actually sacrificed, guys. Richard sacrificed his IKEA bag to completely like undress. So we have to give him props for that, guys. And he was not drinking that day at all. He was sober. So he was sober and not doing anything and not sourcing. Richard, what did you donate to the? Did you donate anything to the charity St. Jude's auction?
Yeah, I did. I actually donated 2 things. The one was the hat, which Kevin had me on first, which I was all like, man, you don't want to be first on doing an auction because, you know, that fever hasn't kicked into everybody. But yeah, I sold a hat. It made some pretty good money. I think I paid 50 cents at a garage sale for it, but I had turned down 2 offers for $75 for the hat. But I donated that. I figured something, you know, it's going to charity and, you know, that was the best thing to do.
Yeah, it was a lot of props, man, for Kevin to actually do that because he does a lot of that charity stuff. A lot of people, you know, kind of put in certain stupid comments sometimes.
Oh,
for
yeah.
his,
Yeah.
for his amazing work in terms of doing charity for people. It's a lot of respect for that. You know, I respect people. I said it many times before. I mean, that people that support charities and provide people with different things so that needy people get and not just needy people. You know, it's not. I mean, in my opinion, Lisa, do you agree? I mean, I haven't done charity myself. I kind of regret it, even though I donate a lot to charities, especially cancer research, because my mom is a breast cancer survivor. So it's important for me to actually donate to charities, especially cancer research. In my opinion, it's very
I've done
important. So,
charities my whole life. In fact, I've got newspaper articles upstairs. Yes, those things, newspapers. I'm that old. And I used to do fundraisers. In fact, St. Jude, you know, that's back when you had to walk around door to door to get people to donate. But it's just been, I've always done it. And in the church, I mean, I believe everybody should give and pay it forward. I mean, it's just good karma. Forget whatever your religion is. I mean, I just gave more to an animal charity the other day, and it's not like I have a ton, but you know, give even a couple dollars. Crowdfunding now. I mean, it's just right. Sorry, that's me.
yeah, that's actually. Do you agree, Richard? It's nice. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I do. I agree. I give to a little bit different. I'm a veteran, so I give to basically a lot to the Wounded Warrior program. That's my biggest charity. I don't do it on the channel or anything like that, but I do it, you know, away from the business. Has nothing to do with the business. It has to do with me giving to them.
yes, yes, that's a lot of respect for that. And like I said, that's actually a great thing that Kevin has been doing for years. In my opinion, all those charity auctions and people, you know, be kind enough. You know, not everyone is not, you know, how people sometimes get off when someone is trying to advertise certain like applications, certain software programs, or like any type of things to help with reselling. And I kind of say, like, if person wants to, you know, buy this kind of stuff or pay up for membership or Patreons or whatever it is, they're free to do so. Nobody can stop them. I mean, it's their choice to do that kind of stuff. It's like you cannot comment on person's will for them to do that. That's, in my opinion, important. So I always gonna kind of disagree with people who try to tell people not to, you know, do certain things, because it's each person has their own brain. If they decide to, you
Not
know,
always.
do anything they want to do, they'll do it anyway, you know. But it is respectful, in my opinion. See, disgruntled octopus agrees, guys. Richard, you have the mannequin, Miss
I still do.
Oh,
I
that.
did a lot of lives when I was on Kat's channel, and I'd film in my booth, and I had the mannequins sit up there, and she's still there. I still have my booth upstairs, but I don't do a lot of filming in there. So yes, I still do have the mannequin.
Richard, don't bring the mannequin. We will have to see him.
Creepy. No. No.
Guys, it's
Well,
mannequin time.
I've had people
enough
walk into my
nightmares.
house
Thank
and they
you.
freaked out because they thought somebody was sitting there. They're like, "Oh, sorry," and then they look and it's like, "Oh, it's a mannequin."
Yeah, man, but mannequins I don't have. I have partial mannequin for my closing photos. I didn't buy the full size.
Well,
I bought
it's not
partial
like
one.
I went out, Roman. It's not like I went out and bought the thing. When I bought the booths, you know, like the booth that I sit in, I bought that. It had some other stuff with it, but that actually came with it. So I was like, what am I going to do with this? Throw it away? I was all like, well, I'll just set it in the boot, 50 style boot. So that's what I did.
Man, that's it is kind of. I mean, you gotta have to have some kind of mannequin. If you sell a lot of clothing, Richard, you like to sell clothing. I think Richard froze up again.
Oh, I thought he was taking the same
No,
stance I
let
have
me,
on
let me read
clothing.
the
How do I
no,
spin this?
Richard is
Okay.
back. Guys, Richard is back. Richard, do you like selling clothing at all?
Actually, I get clothing so cheap. Everybody starts selling clothing when a lot of times when you first start selling on eBay, you're going after clothes because they're so cheap. But I'm embarrassed to say how much clothes I have. I have probably over 100 pair of Levi's and Carhartt jeans that I haven't listed that are sitting in my death pile just because I had to take the photos and I had nowhere to do it. So I would do it in my kitchen. I put out some foam boards, white backdrop, and I take the photos there. But my God, you start getting older, you're bending over. I was like, that's not going to work.
Hey, Richard,
yeah.
How much did you pay for these?
Lisa, why you showing
I paid up for those. No,
I got these from Richard.
Actually, I think I paid maybe 50 cents for them.
Okay, that's what you told me the first time, so I believe you.
Richard,
yeah,
how much did you pay, Richard? Tell us the real
honestly,
truth.
I think I probably, because most clothes at my thrift store, my smaller one, I was getting jeans, Levi jeans and Carhartt jeans. Carhartt jeans, they would mark up a little bit, but I was getting Levi jeans for like $1 a pair. I thought it was $1. They were actually 75 cents, and then they upped the price to $1. Now, because I buy so many of them, they're starting to put like an extra price on them. Like that's a problem when you're a reseller and you go in to your same honey hole. They already realize that, he's buying this, up it up a little bit because obviously he's making money on it.
Richard, so I don't forget to mention it. When I went to the
Did I freeze out again?
No, you're good. Right now, you're good, man. Your internet is basically better than ours.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Tommy, Lisa, did you see what Tommy Bernard, another great comment from Tommy Bernard podcast? Urethra, I thought I met my next ex-wife in a thrift, but once I got her clothes off, it was Andy Someta. Not sure if I was disappointed or not yet.
Well, they need to go to Vegas and figure it out.
Apparently, it's the same kind of love that me and Archie have between Tommy and Andy. So there's another pair. But Richard, what I wanted to mention actually, during the first reseller rally, when you got to the hotel, I remember the famous photo that you posted on a Facebook group where you were in a swimming pool coming out.
Well, actually, Roman, that was the wrong hotel because I had still had my room booked at the original hotel we were supposed to be staying at. I didn't find out until later that I was in the wrong hotel. And they had a Facebook group and I didn't get on it and realized they changed the hotel. So the first night I stayed at the one hotel, which is across the street from the hospice house, which is heck, I didn't have a problem with that. I mean, it was like a brewery right across the street from me. Yeah. But then the next night, that's when I had to rebook and I didn't get the special pricing. So I had to pay up for the room. But yeah, I wanted to be with all the resellers.
And you did the right thing, Richard. I think, in my opinion, Richard brings a lot of energy, guys. If you saw Richard running around all the days he was there, he was giving hugs to everyone. He was excited. He was excited. I mean, Richard, you can tell there is a lot of energy. You're excited to go and meet other resellers. You're excited to kind of talk to a lot of people. Of course, it's impossible. There were almost, how many people were at the rally? I think over like 200.
Yeah, no, there was 200 tickets sold.
Yeah, 200 tickets. So, guys, it is impossible, especially if you'd like to kind of try to kind of talk to a lot of different people that you even haven't met in the first rally. It was impossible, I mean, to talk to everyone.
By
let
the
me say
way,
hello.
by the way, John he did say he's going to do another rally next year. So keep watching and wait for it because those tickets sell out
Wait
quick.
for it.
Yeah,
Wait.
Richard, did you get the ticket right away? When
Oh
they
yeah, that night I had bought them that night, and that's when I pointed out to John that it was the wrong hotel that he had the link for. And then
Oh
they had
yeah,
to
I
switch it
think
up.
I think the same thing actually happened to me because I actually also went in to see like the link for the hotel, and that hotel was in Cleveland on Rockside Road, which is like like 20, like 15 minutes away from me. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Are we doing the reseller rally in Cleveland? Did John, Pete, and Kevin decide let's do like surprise? Let's do it in Roman's neighborhood. Let's do it near me.
We
So
gonna
I
do it in
go
your hood, buddy. Yeah.
and Lisa, there are not a lot of Cleveland resellers that have YouTube channels, guys. Only me and Lisa. That's it. And Jimmy.
I'm sure
I'm
there's
not
more.
Cleveland. I'm in the basement. I'm in your basement.
Um,
I'm in
Hey,
his
well,
basement.
I'm in the basement.
Please help.
Brian, welcome. Red Door Picker. Let me say hello to Red Door Picker, Brian, Misha, Renee, Marie, Jill, Alex, Bearded King Picker, guys. Actually, a lot of channels, Richard, that you have. If you haven't subscribed to a lot of those channels that came out on the scene recently, you can actually subscribe to them right now and check out their content because everyone has a lot of different, variations of things that coming on the scene currently. It's not like back in the day, guys, when there was only like 5 YouTube channels back in 2019. Oh, there you go, guys. That's one of my favorite
There
animals.
you got the complainer.
There you go. I love
Roman,
cats.
grab. Can you please wrench Beard King Picker, Lucas County, and we've got somebody that knows you, Brainstorm Rodeo. I think that
Brainstorm Rodeo is a great guy. We met already 2 times at the reseller rally. And I thought,
hey, Jake.
And Yakov Benz, guys, before actually we got 15 more minutes. Jake, Yakov Benz will be going live and we're gonna raid. Guys, we're gonna have to help Jake.
Let me make raid.
We're gonna raid Jake's live today, guys. Jake, let us know what time you're going live today because Richard, you know Yakov Benz, right?
Yes, I know Jake.
Jake has been on the scene longer than everyone else.
He's a master with the bubble wrap. He can make the most out of a ton of it for a time this big.
Yeah, I can see Jake and guys, I'm putting in a lot of channels. Brainstorm Radio also, we met at the rally. Richard, you probably also met Brainstorm Radio. He's the guy who did the Funko Pops in 2021 for Lonnie and John when they went to surprise like garage sale. So he actually, it was a very interesting video on John's channel. And I remember watching it. It was kind of fun to actually create.
Well, yeah, because they strategically placed them knowing that they were going to go to those garage sales and put them there. And then they looked at it and said, what? That would definitely be a shocker.
I abstain. I'm not behind that one.
Yeah, I put Brainstorm Radio channel also in the chat, so subscribe. And Archie Biscuit Bot, as usual, saying, Alex, if you breathe, you usually get a wrench in Roman's life. Guys, if you followed Archie's Instagram, I'll put his Instagram, guys, just for you to follow. If you haven't been follow Archie on Instagram, he was putting out so much content during the Boss Reseller Mix that you guys need to check out photographs and all the cloud chasing that Archie was doing. Here you go. Sorry, Archie. I kind of always, trying to bring Archie's mood up, so he's gonna be like excited about it. So
I
Richard,
still want to see him in his prom dress. He promised.
he sometimes dresses with different dresses, guys.
He
But
did.
guys, I really appreciate all of you stopping by today and supporting my channel. Richard is a great guest. Subscribe to his channel. Richard, what was your favorite find, let's say this week, in terms of sourcing?
Well, it was actually not this week. Well, I guess it was this week. It was early in the week. Picked up at my thrift store, 2 of those instant hot water heaters. You know, the ones you put under the sink. They were used. I paid $4 for them. Sold the one for $98. The other one just sold today. I think it was like $56. So $8 into $150 plus
Sweet.
shipping on top. Can't beat it.
But it is. God
Sorry.
bless you. God bless you, Richard.
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
there you go, man. But
Or whatever needed.
But I mean, like, if you find this kind of stuff, like, it's kind of, if you're paying certain amount and you're gonna make good profit, Richard, God bless you.
sorry, my
There's
allergies
no
are
mute
kicking
button.
in, I guess.
I know I forgot last week.
Miss Trading Post Speaker is saying I have a DVD in a Blockbuster case and it's not worth but the $5. Exactly, guys. It's not worth even if you have it in a Blockbuster case. I have couple that are in Blockbuster case. They're not worth much. You know, Richard probably agrees.
Well, no,
So-
you want them together. Somebody's going to want them because that's like a lost thing. You know, the thing is as pickers, we try to find that stuff that everybody's looking for, and some people are looking for them. But you know, if the market gets flooded, then yeah, you might be sitting on the item.
Yeah, exactly. It's like with all types of, I mean, a lot of stuff, a lot of resellers, they don't talk about it, of course, in YouTube videos and stuff. But a lot of resellers bought different things in the past, and they've been sitting for years sometimes, you know, in their stores. Not a lot of people bring it up, but of course, you do run sales, you do promotions, coupons. Some of the stuff you donate back to Goodwill or any other places. Some stuff you sell at the garage sale. You do any
Well,
garage sales?
What's that?
Do you do any garage sales on your own?
I do garage sales. I don't do a lot of videos on it, but where I'm at, I don't get a lot of opportunities to do garage sales.
You're in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. So
Tell people
for
that.
me to go to garage sales, I would have to basically venture out probably at least 40 miles or so to start hitting garage sales.
That's actually a long way, but that's you live in Missouri, right? You live in the state of Missouri. Correct?
It's not Missouri, it's Missouri.
It's
And a state of
Missouri.
confusion.
Guys,
People do refer to it as misery because people can't handle it out here. My family, they hate coming out here, especially in summertime, because the humidity gets so hot. I mean, it would be, you know, it could be like 90, 95, and then you have like 80% humidity. It's all like you walk outside and you just instantly sweat.
yeah, guys. So that's the thing
Tell me
about.
better tomorrow.
But I mean, Richard, I mean, for you to go sourcing, you can actually go to different states also, not just in Missouri. You can probably travel to Kansas, can travel to Nebraska, Iowa.
Well, Nebraska's a little bit of ways away, but I'm close to the Kansas border. So a lot of times I was doing high bid quite a bit.
Corn.
And most of the high bid auctions that I was going to were in Kansas. So I do local pickups. And I did make quite a bit of money on that. Problem is with high bid is you get so much volume. I had to stop myself from buying because I got so much stuff and I run out of room. I have to start listing.
Yeah, but do you probably have a lot of piles, money piles stored somewhere in the back of your
Well, yeah, I like that. Money piles. Yeah, I have plenty of money piles. That's a problem.
That's a good problem to have, Richard, especially being part-time reseller. If
Yeah.
you're a part-time reseller and you have money pile stored. Not a lot of full-time resellers have money pile stored, so you're in a good place, Richard. So you're actually doing good job. That's when you know you're doing good job. Larry Way Out One, welcome, and sorry guys.
Hey, Larry.
If I missed to say hi to you, I'm really sorry. I really appreciate you all stopping by. Later on today, Lisa, did you see Jake put it? Jake, let us know what time you're gonna go live, so we can actually. I will link your. I'll put a link to
Hey,
your live.
he
so-
did.
Did
he
I
did
see what?
He did say 10 p.m.
Okay,
He didn't
guys. So,
say. I think he's on the East Coast. So
yes, in New
Yeah,
York.
he's in New York
Guys,
City.
Yakov
New
West,
York City.
a lot of respect recently with Yakov actually having relatives in Israel. And I don't usually talk about politics on my lives, guys, but you know, there is when we're gonna go to Jake on Yakov's live, he can again talk to you about the situation. And since I'm Jewish also, I know how he feels. So a lot of respect for that in terms of him. Last week he discussed some of the stuff on his life about Israel situation. So, but we're not gonna go into it because I'm gonna get drunk as Richard, drinking non-stop whiskey. But Richard, you actually, I mean,
Vodka.
you don't like vodka that much, Richard, right? You only like bourbon, like me.
oh,
Like
I
I
do. I do like vodka. I like tequila. When I was in the
Tequila.
military, I got sick off of tequila so bad that the smell of it would get me sick, and so I switched to vodka. But the nice thing about vodka, it's kind of like when you take a tequila shot. You know, you have the lime and the sugar, or the lime and the salt. Well, with vodka, you basically take the lime and sugar, and they call that a lemon drop.
That's nice. Mars Bargain Basement saying, this is my first time hearing Roman. I have to say, he reminds me of the Count from Sesame Street.
Oh, come
With all
on, do
due
it. Do it.
respect,
Do it, Roman. Do
I
it.
actually, I didn't watch that.
Eight,
Although
6, 4, come on.
we cannot do it, guys. We cannot do ha 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 anymore. It's not funny.
Yeah, okay, this
there
is
was-
a Gen X room.
Yeah, someone else, actually, if did I miss Hard Pickers? Did I miss Ronnie? Lisa, did I miss Ronnie Hard Pickers or not? Because there was.
Oh, Ronnie was in here. I didn't see him.
I didn't see.
Hey,
I
Ronnie.
honestly,
If I think that I just caught up from like almost 20 minutes ago, and Tommy Bernard podcast again. Ronnie actually was on my list. Richard, did you watch my top 25 best YouTubers podcast list? Ronnie was number 1 on my list, and Pete Craiglist Hunter was unfortunately number 2. So if you
oh
have
no, that is criminal.
that is very criminal, guys. Pete had a chance. Guys, Pete had a chance to kind of fight with me on a boat, but he didn't.
Oh, Happy Pickers here.
Or Pete had a chance
I
to
don't know
kind
what
of throw
Grumpy
him off
is.
the boat, but he didn't. You know,
Yes.
he's a nice dude, so he kind of stayed away from the drama.
Drama.
But guys, yeah. So Richard, let us know what is coming up in terms of your channel. Are you planning to do any lives in the future? Do you plan on doing lives?
Yes.
Um,
Do you?
I've been
Richard?
thinking about it. I can't promise anything because, but I do have something in the works. And I've thought about this for the long time because people have a hard time spelling my channel. So it's hard for them to find them. So I got something in the works that will probably be maybe weeks out, but when it does, I'll definitely hit that up, and I'll start doing a lot more sourcing videos.
That's nice, man. That's good to know. Actually, guys, let me say big hello to Lucas County Chris. Lisa, you know who Chris is? We met
Not
him.
yet, but I've been talking to him.
We met Chris at the rally both times. Actually, I did. I met Chris at the rally in 2021, and he's a great dude. We hanged out. We shared an Uber. Chris, if you're still here, man, appreciate you stopping by. And I cannot actually find Chris right now to to give him a wrench. Lisa, how could I? That's actually. Oh, here he is.
Hey, Roman,
Yeah.
Give him my wrench.
Yeah,
Guys,
he doesn't want his wrench. We've had
no,
this
I
conversation.
already found Chris. Chris, thanks for stopping by, brother. Chris was actually very fun to hang out with. He actually he goes to all the reseller meetups. He is not on YouTube. He's not probably, I don't think he's on Instagram. But
Well,
he's
you
not
know
on
what?
YouTube.
He's a smart reseller.
He is one of those smart resellers that don't
You know?
show nothing. And he is actually smart about it.
I don't know about
But
that.
guys, you cannot subscribe to Chris. He doesn't have a channel, but he has a lot of knowledge. Very fun dude. He goes to a lot of events. He was at I think he went to the Boss Reseller Remix, which I didn't go to. And Archie cheated on me again there at that Reseller Remix. So
He was sniffing sunny Las Vegas's hair and like
he was sniffing a lot of people, guys, unfortunately. But Richard, it's gonna be fun for you to do a live, man. You're a fun dude. You got a lot of energy. It's gonna be fun. I mean, if you're gonna come back, do lives. I think in terms of YouTube channel, I'm not sure. We have to take a poll, guys. Let us know in the comments, whoever's still here, if Atni Drop Flips is a good channel name, or should Richard switch and maybe name his channel something else.
we still got 34 people, so we've got a good
see
pool.
what people will say right now. Let's see, Richard. Let's see how everyone will respond.
Well, probably most of the people say, how do you spell it?
At the draft, guys, fourth pinto backwards. So I actually didn't realize it until Richard actually told me about this. And I actually started following Richard back in 2021 when I saw the channel name. I didn't know it was, there you go. I didn't know. Let me put Richard's channel again. And I also going to put it in the description after this live ends. You guys can go ahead and subscribe to Richard's current channel. At the Drop Flips. Let me say hello to
drop the link. It's giving me the finger.
Let me say hello to Lori and Kyle, Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker. Also, actually, I haven't put. Their was way behind chat. I'm gonna check if Jake went live or not. Did Lisa? Do you see if Jake went live?
Giving me these chores too late.
I appreciate it, Lisa. I know you're not gonna hang me. I mean, keep me hanging or let me hanging or whatever it is. But
yeah,
Richard,
you're expecting an awful lot out of
Richard, when is your new video coming out? Let the audience know so they can watch your new video.
Once I get done here, I'll have Jake's it posted probably within about 20 minutes or so.
So guys, please subscribe to Richard and follow him on Instagram. And his videos are very interesting in terms of order pulling. He finds a lot of interesting items. I've been watching his videos. I know a lot of stuff that he learned throughout the years. And glass, which I actually don't buy a lot, but learning from Richard, some of the glass breakables are actually worth good money. And he sells them as a lot. So you can learn some. You like to buy figurines also, some like breakable figurines. You also
a lot of the ones I tend to stay away from figurines, but what I find is Precious Moments. They sell. Most of the time, you got to get them cheap enough and lot them together. Those sell.
If you guys, and actually that's a good advice. And I'm gonna actually right now, sorry guys, let me put Yakov Ben's live into my chat before we leave. I actually forgot to say hello to Salvador. Sales Mercado. Welcome, Sal. Sorry, man, I was too late to get to you, but I actually thought that Sal will make it to the rally, but he didn't. But hopefully next time. And Richard, I really appreciate you stopping by today. Thanks for joining us, me and Lisa, at our lives. That's not that important. It was really fun.
Hey, Roman, it was a pleasure being on your channel.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Richard. It was fun, man. I hope everyone had good time today. It is a Saturday night today, guys. I know nobody has, like Archie put in the comments, that who has time
We've
their
got
friends.
32 people, Roman.
I know, guys. That's why I appreciate everyone that we got big audience, guys. It's really important to us right now, especially my poor channel.
They like you. They really like you.
Someone
Poor
likes me
Richard.
sometimes.
I know
Guys,
what I mean.
But please follow Richard. I also will put his channel and Instagram in description because I usually don't put thumbnails of people who are coming as guests. And it's gonna be. I mean, it's good for you if you're gonna be subscribed to Richard, so he can, get and watch his videos, guys, so he can get watch hours like me. And thanks, guys, for stopping by. Everyone, appreciate you. Go watch Yakov Benz live. He already started.
Thank you, everybody.
And thanks, guys. Have a great evening and rest of your weekend. And I'll see you hopefully
Thank you.
next Saturday. Take care,
Yep,
everyone.
we'll see you next Saturday. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Have
everyone.
fun.
Take care.
Until next time.
No,